everybody! Today's video is going to be my current skincare routine. I got rid of a few products and switched a few out, so I figured I would update you guys on what I am currently using for my skincare. And for those of you that are new to my channel and don't know, I do have acne-prone skin, but mostly keep it pretty under control. I do have breakouts here and there, but nothing really crazy like I used to. The products I have been using have really been working for me and my skin, so I thought I would update you guys on what I have been using. I'm going to be showing you guys the steps that I go through on an everyday basis, and then talk about products that I will not be using in the video, but just show you guys what I have been using for my skincare. On the days that I do wear makeup, I wash my face before I apply and then go through my skincare routine then, and then I will obviously wash off my makeup at night, and then I have a skincare for that as well. Most of the products stay the same, but a few of the moisturizers and things like that do switch out. And then on days like today where I'm not going to be applying makeup, I just do the same thing I would do as my night routine. So I'm gonna stop babbling and we are just gonna jump right into it. So here's my skin up close. You can see that I do have a few blemishes and redness, of course. For the most part, my skin is pretty good. The first thing I'm going to do is wash my hands, and I'm warming up my water, so if you hear water, that is why. What I like to do first is take a washcloth. This is sort of one of those cheaper rough ones, and I actually like it to start exfoliating my skin. I do this when I'm in the shower, usually in the morning, so I'm just going to be doing it obviously on camera, and I will be applying a face mask during this video. So what I'm also going to be doing is, while this is damp, laying it on my face for about 30 seconds to a minute, and then go into what I usually would be doing. So I have already dampened this washcloth, and you don't want the water to be super hot, but you want it to be warm enough to where it's going to open your pores. So I'm just going to take this and lay it on my face for about 30 seconds to a minute. Once you've sort of steamed your face, you can go ahead and just start to massage. And like I said, I do this for exfoliating purposes. If your skin cannot handle a ton of exfoliation, go ahead and just skip this step. The next thing I do, no matter what, is exfoliate with my Equate Blemish Control Facial Scrub. This is compared to the St. Ives one. It is just much cheaper. I'm just going to dampen my face a little bit more and then put a little bit in my hands and then just gently exfoliate my skin for about 10 to 30 seconds. And when I do this step, I really like to focus on my problem areas, but I do go over everything. Right now, my problem areas are around my nose and then on the edge of my forehead. I have a few breakouts, so I'm really going to focus on that, but once again, I do like to do the whole face. And like I said before, this is a step that I do every day, but if your skin cannot handle this, obviously go ahead and skip this. My skin is sort of sensitive, but it can take a lot of exfoliation and it does not make me break out anymore or anything like that. And then this next product I used to use back when I was in high school when I had really bad acne, and it used to help soothe the pimples, reduce redness, and really deep clean, and I've been using it again. This pump version is newer to me. I used to use the version out of the jar, but this is just a whole lot more sanitary. So what I'm gonna do with this is pump 2 or 3 pumps into my hand and then lightly massage it onto my skin. What I also do at times to give my skin a little bit more of a deep clean is leave it on for a few minutes, but since I am going to be using a mask, I'm going to go ahead and skip that step. And if you are newer to the whole Noxzema brand, they have eucalyptus in their products, so that is going to just really tingle the skin, which I am a fan of. If you don't like that, then I do not recommend this product, but if you are somebody that really likes that deep clean and tingle effect, then I recommend this for you to try out. And once I've done that, it's time to go in with my actual face cleanser, and I've been using this one for probably over 5 years now, and this is the Neutrogena Oil-Free Acne Stress Control Power Cream Wash, and this obviously is for acne-prone skin. I know it seems like I do a lot of steps, and like I keep saying, if these products are not for you, go ahead and skip these steps. This is just what does work for my skin. So I'm gonna go ahead and just put a little bit onto my hand like this, and then gently massage it into my skin, and then go ahead and use my Clarisonic Mia 2. So here's my Clarisonic Mia. I'm just going to take the lid off and then get the brush head damp. I'm gonna go ahead and just massage this over my face. On a normal day-to-day basis, I don't use it for the full minute, but if I'm going to be applying a face mask, I do like to do that just to get as much of the benefit out of this as possible. On a day-to-day basis, I will just use this for probably about 20 seconds total, and then that is it. But like I said, since I'm going to be applying a face mask, I do want to use this to its full advantage. And then this is the brush head that I use in the morning or on days where I only wash my face once. At nighttime, if I am wearing makeup, I do use a different brush head that I'm going to be showing you in just a second. This is the brush head I use on days where I apply makeup and then I'm going to take it off at night. It is by Braun. I got it in one of those epilator boxes from Buzz Agent, and it is a pretty good face brush. It is a little bit different than the Clarisonic. It literally just spins, and it does have pretty good power, and there's different settings on the back. So this is the brush that I use on days where I do apply makeup, because if I use the Clarisonic twice in one day, my skin does get a little bit irritated and a little bit red and sensitive. So that is why I use that other brush the second time that I will wash my face. And now that I've rinsed off the face wash, I'm just going to pat my skin dry, and then we are going to go into the face mask. So the face masks that I am currently using are all by the brand Freeman. I actually went in when they had a promotional deal and bought a ton of face masks for under $30. I believe it was $30 anyway. So if I'm going to be doing it in the shower, I just use this one, the charcoal and black sugar polishing scrub. You just wash your face like normal, apply that for about 5 minutes, go ahead and massage it for about 30 seconds to a minute, and then rinse off. So that one is really easy to use in the shower. But if I'm really pampering my skin and wanting to clear up any acne or brighten my face, there are 3 masks that I do typically lean toward. So this one is the Mint and Lemon Clay Mask. This controls oils and breakouts. So it's just a typical clay mask that you leave on for 5 to 10 minutes. The other one is this facial brightening mask, and it is the Golden Grain. It hydrates and brightens skin, and then this is more of one of those clear versions of a face mask. And then the last one is an enzyme mask. This is in pineapple. It is a 2-in-1 exfoliating mask. So I already really exfoliated my skin. So I think I'm going to just go ahead and use this facial brightening mask, because I don't use this one as much as the clay one, and I don't have too many breakouts right now. So I'm going to go ahead and apply this just using my fingers. If you want to go ahead and use a makeup brush, you can. I just like doing it with my fingers because my hands are clean, and I'm just going to go ahead and apply this all over my face. Leave this on for 5 to 10 minutes, and then I will be right back. So it's been 5 or 10 minutes, so I'm just going to be taking the same washcloth that I did use earlier and just re-wetting it to a lukewarm to warm temperature, and that's just going to really help remove the mask. So this is one of those masks that never fully hardens, but it is sort of on the sticky side. To remove masks, it really is a whole lot easier if you just take a washcloth and get it on the warm side, and a mask will typically come right off without you having to scrub your skin to death. And I'm just going to dry off my face again. The first step that I always do is use my Equate Eye Allergy Relief eye drops. I have really itchy and watery eyes, so this just helps to sort of relieve that itch after I am done washing my face. I know that this is not a skincare product, but it is something that I do every day when I do wash my face, so I thought that I would include it. So then I take my Whispers Cotton Rounds, and these are the exfoliating ones, and then I use my Neutrogena Oil-Free Acne Stress Control Triple Action Toner. This is the same line that I use for my face wash, and I just take one of these cotton rounds, and on the exfoliating side I just take a little bit of the toner, not much at all, just right in the center, and then just apply this all over my face, just gently rubbing. I don't push on my skin ever, just because I do use quite a few products. So this is just going to do a light exfoliating and really make sure that all of the dirt, oil, or if I'm wearing makeup is removed. And then I go in with my Grease Lightning by Lush. It is a tea tree cleanser, and I just use it sort of like a toner. Mine is almost out, so what I've been doing is just shaking the bottle, and then whatever is on this, I just rub onto my hand. And then this product is like a gel product. I have been using it for quite a few years and really do like it. And then I just gently rub that all over my face. This product does tend to get a little bit sticky, so what I like to do is wait until it's fully absorbed into my skin before moving on to the next step. And the eye cream I use is by Equate. It is the Reviving Anti-Wrinkle and Firming Moisturizer. It is about probably $7 or $8 for this bottle, and it lasts at least half a year. So I just apply a little bit onto my finger and then dot that under my eyes. And then what I like to do is just tap it. And once I have got that underneath, whatever's left on my fingers, I just like to do on my eyelid, on the inner portion of my eye, all the way up to my eyebrows. So on the days that I wear makeup, I don't like to use an oil moisturizer, so I use this Botanics The Power of Plants Hydrating Day Cream. It is 81% organic, and I did get this in one of my Influencer Vox boxes, and I know that they do carry this line at Ulta, so when this is out, I actually do plan to go and get more. It is just a cream product like this, and they do have different creams. This is just the day cream, like I said. I plan on possibly trying the night cream as well because I really have been loving this. It is soothing to my skin and it does absorb very quickly for days that I am wearing makeup. But since I'm not applying makeup today, I'm going to be using my Josie Maran Pure Argan Oil, and this is the light version. I am almost out of this, and that is the reason I'm probably going to be trying something different because this is an expensive oil. So I'm just going to be putting a little bit in the vial and then just dropping it onto my hand, rub it between my hands, and then gently go over my skin. And I don't need to use a lot of this, and then I like to rub it onto my neck. It absorbs quickly, but I don't like to overdo it because then it does take a little bit longer to absorb. And the last thing I use is my spot treatment. This one is by Equate. It is 10% benzoyl peroxide, and I know that a lot of people like to apply their spot treatments before their moisturizers, but what I like to do is do this after so it doesn't really dry out my skin. And then it does have to go through a few different layers to really penetrate, and since I do use other acne products, this is the way that I like to do it. If you like to do your spot treatments before your moisturizers and other products, go ahead and do that. This is just what works for me. So I'm going to just put this all over my problem areas that I have. So like I said, I'm breaking out around my hairline, and I'm not quite sure why, but they are clearing up. So I just like to sort of dot it around those areas like that, and then I go ahead and just do like circular little motions to make sure that it is going and absorbing into my skin. Once I have placed it on my blemishes, what I like to do is hit my T-zone even if I'm not breaking out, just because I think it kind of keeps it a little bit more under control. So I go ahead and put a little bit on my chin and then on my nose area and the cheek area where you have all of those large pores. That is where I like to put just a little bit of this, and this is sort of like preventing any little acne bumps and blemishes to appear. And once that is done, my skincare is complete. I know this video is probably a little bit on the longer side, but when I'm not talking and explaining what I'm doing, it only takes me about 7 minutes from start to finish. Obviously, if I'm doing the face mask, it does take a little bit longer, but on a day-to-day basis, it is a pretty quick skincare routine in my opinion. So I hope this video was helpful for you guys. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns, go ahead and ask in the comment section down below, and I will be happy to answer those. If you haven't subscribed and want to see more videos from me, don't forget to do that. I hope you guys have an awesome day, and I hope to see you in the next one. Bye, everybody.